Hey guys, what's up? It's me. This week I am not seeing a bad movie, thank goodness. So instead of a kids movie, I saw an art house, almost experimental movie. So this stars Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson as two, they're Lighthouse workers. And I believe it's like the 1900s, like very early 1900s. And the story is they're stuck on this lighthouse for 4 weeks and they slowly lose their minds. That is the entire plot. There's almost no plot other than them yelling at each other, getting more and more crazy, and him hallucinating. End of movie. There's no plot, really. They just slowly lose their minds, and we see trippy stuff, and the director is definitely trying to say stuff with these shots. So if you're not into that, you're gonna hate this movie. This movie is gonna upset a lot of people. This is not a horror movie. This is not a drama almost. This is more of a, just look at this shot, soak it in. Now look at that shot, soak it in. Then they argue, continue that back and forth. There is shots in this movie that will probably keep you up at night. It's very disturbing. Easily the most spectacular part of this movie is the production design. This movie looks like a movie from the 20s, where it's shot, it's letterboxed, it's black and white, and all of the sets are kind of built cheap, but on purpose. Like there's a scene whenever Robert Pattinson it's like a wide angle shot, and it's him bringing a wheelbarrow, which happens a lot. He works so much in this movie, you kind of feel bad for him. He's bringing a wheelbarrow up a hill, and there's a bunch of seagulls, and you can almost see the strings on the seagulls just kind of bouncing in the background. It's so good. And Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson are, everyone's been talking about their performances. It's for good reason. They're amazing in this. They're the only two actors in this entire movie. It's hard not to talk like a pirate with Willem Dafoe. He's got the scurvy, matey. I'm Willem Dafoe, and he talks like this the whole time. If there's one movie that is gonna get Robert Pattinson out of the Twilight area, I almost said Twilight Zone, out of the spotlight of oh, he's the guy from Twilight. This is the movie. Or Batman. As he slowly loses his mind, it kind of reminds me of Jack Nicholson in The Shining, where he's just kind of yelling and moving really creep-alike. He's not trying to kill his kid. He doesn't have a kid in this movie, but it's so good. And do not be surprised to see them at the Oscars. There's a bunch of scenes in this movie where Willem Dafoe is gassy. I'm going to say this movie is a solid 8.5 out of 10 farts from Willem Dafoe. This is definitely not a movie that is it's not for everyone. Do not see this movie if you're not into, again, experimental, let's sit back and just bask in this shot and just look at everything. If you want to see really great performances and super interesting cinematography and really the production design is so good. It's so good in this movie. Definitely go see it.
Un esercito di